The people of Lesotho started queuing very early this morning to cast their ballot in these closely monitored elections. The polls were moved forward by 2 years in an effort to restore stability in the Mountain Kingdom. The battle for the top post has intensified following an uneasy coalition between 3 political parties. Prime Minister Thomas Thabane is hoping to keep his position after an attempted coup that saw him flee to neighboring South Africa. Mr. Thabane voted amid heavy police presence here in his home village.
The most important thing is for the election to be free, fair, and without incidents. It's absolute foolishness.
That there's a possibility that if the outcome is disputed, there will be violence. What's your say on that?
No, there shouldn't be any violence. I don't see any violence. Those kinds of predictions have been there before, but they never really took place. There will be no need for any violence whatsoever. And this question about the army and so on, you know, we're in SADC. We're not just somewhere in space.
More than 1.2 million people are registered to vote in this election. Now, the Independent Electoral Commission says it hopes the voter turnout will be high because 2 years ago when Lesotho held its election, that's not what happened. The voter turnout was actually low, particularly among young people. Now, joining me are young people who some of you have just voted, some of you are still in the queue. What are you hoping for?
For change, for positive change, and for people, shall I say, for the richer people to stop getting richer while the poorer people stay poorer. Yeah.
It's of utmost importance that you have young people participating in politics so that in the long run, we've got people who've got a clear understanding of the past so that we could implement better policies, I guess, yeah.
So in essence, I mean, it speaks volumes for young people. Young people want to be in charge. Africa has a very young population and it's been urged to take charge of its own future. Would you agree to that?
I completely agree. And I think if I take South Africa as an example, young people have been so caught up in the past, and you find even 18-year-olds still angry about things that happened even before they were born, and there's been that tendency to just stay in the negative and stay in the past.
Now, election results are only expected to be released early next week, with the inauguration taking place shortly afterwards. Nomsa Maseko, BBC News, Maseru, Lesotho.